And how can they begin then to match their skills to the wider non-academic job market?
Well, the first task is actually to identify your skills. And that's a challenge for people with PhDs because they have spent so many years among people with a similar skill set that your skills become very much taken for granted. The example that I like to use is I'm a Japan anthropologist by training. I lived in Japan for many years to do my research, and even prior to entering graduate school, I lived in Japan, and I'm fluent in Japanese. As a Japan anthropologist, every one of my colleagues was fluent in Japanese. So we didn't go to conferences and brag. Well, I am fluent in Japanese. That would be preposterous. You never mentioned it. I mean, it would be déclassé to mention that. But if I had to make the transition out of the academy, suddenly my fluency in Japanese would become a very, very marketable skill, but I have to learn how to present it as such. And that's just one example. There are countless others. There's public speaking, there's writing, editing, statistics, survey methods, interviewing, all of these skills. And I'm speaking from an anthropologist perspective. Those are skills we typically have. But no matter what your field, you have all those skills. So the first thing is identify them, tally them, brainstorm, don't censor yourself, really free your mind, liberate your mind to realize how multi-talented you really are. If I could add one more point to add on to that, one of the things about graduate training is it constantly tells you what you're doing wrong and where you're lacking. It is a critique-based experience. And the outcome of that is enormous insecurity. And you're very accustomed to thinking of yourself as what you're lacking. Well, I haven't really finished reading that book. I haven't really finished chapter 4 of my dissertation. I haven't finished that article yet that I was supposed to get out. That's the world that PhDs live in. You have to overcome that negative self-talk and that negative self-image and reverse it. I am capable of speaking Japanese. I'm excellent at speaking Japanese. I'm excellent at statistical analysis. I'm an excellent writer and editor. These are not things we are accustomed to saying to ourselves or to anyone else. So that's the big obstacle for anybody moving from a PhD out into the non-academic world.